Hello, Orlando Solis from Advanced Quantitative Reasoning. I made a mistake earlier, so I had to restart the video. But as you can see right here, this is basically what we're talking about. I'm going to go ahead and go over the highlights or the main parts of these things, and that way we can go ahead and get them. So right here, you have singles, doubles, triples, and home runs. And you can see that right here from this little key, and total at-bats. And basically, if a runner, a baseball player goes to base, he's at bat, he's going to go ahead and hit the ball, they throw it, and he gets on to first base, that counts as a single. If he gets on to second base, that counts as a double. Triples, of course, third base, and if he does a home run, that counts as 4. So it's just multiplying those numbers together. And right down here, I've gone ahead and put this together. So singles, so it's 1 times 68 plus 2 times 40 plus 3 times 4 plus 4 times, 4 times 16, and then you have that totally divided by 320. And so let's see, in this calculator there's actually a little function. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys real quick. Alpha Y1 brings up this menu, and I want to go ahead and use that because that's going to be looking like this function right over here. This, not the function, but this whatever. Okay, so this right here is going to be 1 times 68 plus 2 times 40 plus 3 times 4 plus 4 times 16. And then the bottom is 320. And then just make sure I put the pluses and the times right. Yes, it looks right. So it's going to give you a fraction, and that's what you don't exactly want. So 7 divided by 10, which is equal to 0.7. So that's 0.700, and this is considered a 700 average. So that's where you can get that. Now, in the reflection, it says, is it possible to have a slugging average more than 1? Well, think about this. You have a total of 100 at-bats. Just think about that. 100 at-bats. And all of them were home runs. All home runs. So 100 home runs. No singles, no doubles, no triples. That's it. So in this case, you would just have 4 times 100 divided by 100. And all the other numbers would be 0 because you had nothing of those. So you add those together. So you'd end up with 400 over 100, which gives you a 4. So it is theoretically possible to have a 4 or even higher than a 1. But is it highly probable? No. It's just like going ahead and taking a coin, flipping it, and it landing heads, and you saying, oh, since it landed on heads 100% of the time, my theoretical probability says that 100% of the time it's going to land on heads. And, the experimental probability. So, in that case, it would be not true because you only did one experiment and you're just going ahead and doing that. So, imagine a player going to bat once, hitting the ball, making a home run, and breaking his leg right when he goes ahead and gets to home base. That still counts as an at-bat. And that still counts as everything else. So that's 1 at bat, and that's a 4 divided by 1. That still gives him a 4. You could even do this for triples or doubles, or just even that single. Well, not really for the single, but you work on that. You think about it, and it can happen. It's possible, but highly improbable. And so whenever you have a player going at bat and all that, you need to make sure to take into account that it might not happen all the time. Alright? So that's the highlight reel of this. That's the way you're going to have to think about this. So I'll talk to you guys later. Cool. And I've got other videos coming.